From ClassLink, you'll access your Discovery Education app, which will take you to your dashboard. On your dashboard, you have the Explore button. When you click on that button, it's going to bring you a variety of options, all that are really great for engaging digital learners. The ones that we're going to look at today are the best of the interactives, this purple button at the top. And when you scroll down, you're going to see that they're categorized by content area. So science, social studies, math, etc. You'll also notice that science also has a Spanish version. And these channels house all the content that are interactives for that subject. So I'm going to click into the English language arts interactives, and you'll see it gives a little explanation about how this is going to be a way to engage your learners and give them some practice. I also notice up here on my toolbar area that it's a K to 5 interactive area for English language arts at this point. If there are other grade levels available, they'll be listed in this area as well. So scrolling down, you're going to see some of our most popular channels for games. Skill builders are a great way to get students engaged in the learning. So if I click on one of these skill builders, you're going to see that it comes up to a game screen. It's going to give me the ability to play the game myself. And in this game, I am spelling the word that it tells me. I can build an activity from this video skill builder. I can also add it to my content. As I scroll down on the English Language Arts interactive page, you'll also notice that there are some contents that are labeled as explorations. And if I click on one of these in this sorting sounds area, see I'm getting a preview, and I have all of the options to build a lesson or share it with my students, but I'm also seeing a preview of this game, how I'm listening to each of those sounds, and then I'm dragging and dropping. Has a little audio button for students to hear what this picture is supposed to represent as well, and the ability to check their answers. Going into the math channel to see some of the math interactives, you'll notice that this is a channel that has all of our grade level bands represented. So I'm going to go to the 6 through 8 grade level band here so you can get a preview of some of the interactives that we have. Some that we really love are the FET interactives. And if you'll notice here, if you click on that, you'll get a preview of the assignment or the activity. This one happens to be with operations on a number line. And in simulations, they're going to be interacting with this as a gamified way to show their understanding. There are also a lot of great things like interactive maps and investigations. So, again, by exploring in the interactives here, you will be able to get lots of engaging activities for your classroom. So I'm back on my main dashboard, and another thing I can do is I can perform a search with filtered results to get some other gamified activities for my classroom. So right now, let's say I'm teaching my students about fractions. I'm going to go ahead and search that term, and it's going to pull all of the content for fractions. You see over here, there's over 1,600 results, but I'm looking specifically for some games and some practice activities. So I'm going to filter down by interactives, which then of course gives me much less to look through, only 15 results. And I notice in the little subtitle of each of these previews that it's telling me what type of gamified experience it is, either a skill builder where they're practicing something, an exploration where they're using some digital manipulatives. Um, and sometimes you'll even see slideshows in here as well. So, for example, let's say I want to try this exploration. I'm going to be able to get into that preview mode. This is another one that happens to be from FET about equivalent fractions. And as you can see here, I'm using these digital manipulatives to create fractions. Um, and I can change either the fraction or the manipulative itself. Coming back to my fractions interactive search, I also see that there are several skill builder activities, which I know are those practice games. So I'm going to choose this one, Puppy Chase. And I have all of my teacher operations I can do over here on the right hand side. I'm going to go ahead and play the game as a teacher to preview it. And I know that I'm this blue puppy. I'm going to start the game in 3, 2, 1. And you see it's a race. So I'm looking here at this fraction and I'm choosing which one it is equivalent to. And I'm moving ahead as I answer correctly. Between a filtered search and the explore button, I hope that you find something great and gamified to use with your students.